Welcome to Brainstorm MTG. I'm ELD, and this is Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering. Here we have Vintage from Gaming Etc as part of their monthly Vintage series. Every month, the first first Saturday of every month, they typically do a Vintage event, which I make it to whenever possible. And here I'm on Dredge. Looks like I've Serum Powdered once, and Scott is going to go ahead and mulligan to 6. I believe we are in the top 8 now. And Leyline of the Void leading out along with Bizarre Baghdad. Quite an opening versus a large amount of the field. And got some Dredgers and an Unmask. So really everything that you could be hoping for from Dredge here in the opener. Some Disruption. And it looks like just a lone mana source on this mull to 5 is Mox Sapphire. Ponder, Brainstorm, Pyroblast, and Jace. If he doesn't draw a land off the top, this one could be over very fast. But he does exactly that and is able to ponder. Let's see what he goes with. He's going to need more mana for sure. This is not a great matchup so far. And he keeps a Force of Will, hoping to Brainstorm into something better here. Stinkweed Imp and Grave Troll dredging 11 cards. And Grave Troll going to let 6 more during the draw step. So really no fireworks there. Brainstorm plus Fetchland, best combo in the game. You decide. It looks like he's going to have his pick here. Exactly what he wants to keep. He's got Force and Jace, Volcanic Island. Getting close to being able to cast Jace, but that is not exactly an all-star in this matchup. Got Narcomoeba, multiple Narcomoebas now. And that is enough for Scott in game 1. He wants to leave enough time on the clock here for games 2 and 3. Now, post-board, Scott's likely to have a bunch of dedicated sideboard cards. Most decks do. We're talking about cards like Grafdigger's Cage, Containment Priest. We'll see exactly what he's on. So far, we just saw blue and red from him. And Jace. Jace indicating a bit more of a control deck. See if we can get any more information as he goes through it here. Looks like Lightning Bolt, probably Snapcasters, just general fun, good blue stuff. And that is a tough sell versus Dredge. You really do need to lean heavily on your sideboard cards with that type of strategy. Snapcaster Mage, not much of a threat versus decks that can make legions of zombies for no mana. So many good blue cards have been restricted in Vintage. Cards like Brainstorm and Ponder. But you can still play them as one-ofs. And the sum total of all those restricted cards is a deck full of goodness. Cards like Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise, Gush. As it turns out, they do function as singletons when all jammed together. Not as smoothly as a deck based off of the 4-ofs. But the card advantage is undeniable. And particularly good in the mirror match. But right here, Scott's going to need to rely more on card quality than card advantage in all likelihood, hoping for something to shut down Bizarre or my graveyard. It looks like he starts with that with a Tormod's Crypt. Volcanic, Soul Ring, Tormod's Crypt. Solid opening here, setting up a bunch of mana acceleration along with some graveyard hate. Now, typically what you want to do with Tormod's Crypt is create a situation where they have to crack it. You don't usually want to waste an Ingot Chewer on that, and it looks like we've got exactly that. We've got Bloodghast and Prized Amalgam. Hollow one as well, so this is an excellent opening. Mox Jet joins in. See what Scott's able to do against this incoming clock. If I make a land drop, that's going to add 5 extra damage on board and really close this out quickly. Oh, and he's got a perfect answer here. Look at that. Hollow one stolen by Dak Faden, greatest thief in the multiverse. And now we've got a serious game. Tormod's Crypt to be and a 4/4, so the tides have turned. Scott with a great mana base, a draw engine here with both Dak and now applying Brainstorm. See what he does with this. And Dak gonna pick those two up that he just put on top. Just get two more discarded here. Paying mana to Gataxian Probe. Just kind of churning along here. And Hollow One comes in. So Ingot Chewer. At least we have an answer to the Hollow One. Activating Bazaar here. Really want to land here to force the issue with the Tormod's Crypt and then go on our way. It looks like two Bridge from Below in hand. And that could be excellent with Ingot Chewer. Blowing up Hollow One would, with the two Bridge from Belows, you'd get two zombies from the Bridge, from the Hollow One going to your graveyard, and then two from the Ingot Chewer going to your graveyard. So that would be great. We can make that happen. Here, figuring out what three to discard off of Bazaar, losing Cabal Therapy. Oh, and there's the land. All right, so that's great. Tormod's is happening. And it looks like the stage is set for this play here with Ingot Chewer. Dak Faden, draw two, discard two. Looks like a Treasure Cruise and a bunch of other gas in Scott's hand. So this is an uphill battle to say the least. And Containment Priest. Sideboard card extraordinaire there. Gonna try and find a way around it here. So we're gonna go ahead and evoke Ingot Chewer. If this is gonna resolve, definitely gonna have some responses. All right, so okay, you're gonna have to Bazaar before that actually goes. So Ingot Chewer is targeting the Hollow One, and then in response to that, gonna be a Bazaar activation. And there's the two bridges. So when he goes, two zombies. Ingot Chewer goes, two more zombies, and there, presto, instant army. The life total's correct there. Mana Confluence is going to chip away a little bit. And here, another Ingot Chewer, taking out Soul Ring. Apparently the favorite target of Ingot Chewer today, KOing Soul Rings all over the place. And that is an army out of nowhere, right through Containment Priest. This is a 2-turn clock. Now, more than likely, you take out Dak. Let me know in the comments what line you take. Do you go for the throat, or do you get those Planeswalkers out of there in this type of situation? This is 2 swings for lethal. Taking out Dak does extend it for a full another turn. Essentially +1 card advantage. So what's the call there? Ingot Chewer proving to be very strong so far. There's a Grafdigger's Cage. Might be past the point of that mattering. Scott can find a way to clear these zombies, Grafdigger's Cage will definitely keep that door shut. But as it stands, the real threat has already arrived, and that's that zombie horde. 12 points of damage on board. Unmask, pitching Prized Amalgam. Seeing Time Walk, Rest in Peace, and Jace. I think at this point the graveyard is no longer a concern. It's going to be either Jace or Time Walk. Time Walk's taken. Jace is left there. I got 3 going at Dak, 3 going at the face. Chump blocking doesn't really seem like the worst thing in the world here. He's going to go ahead and let all of that damage come in. Grafdigger's Cage pretty much has the graveyard on lockdown, as well as that Rest in Peace. At this point, Scott does need to conserve his life as much as he can. Try and find a way to win. One of those tokens gets bounced. And 2 at Jace, 3 at Scott's face. Jace is going to die either way. It's just a question of whether or not to soak up a little bit of damage there, and he does. So exactly lethal on board. And beginning with a Snapcaster. Of course, Grafdigger's Cage is going to stop him from being able to use anything in the graveyard anyways. So that's just an Ambush Viper, but it does keep him around for another turn. And Rest in Peace. A Rest in Peace not addressing the real threat right now, which is this zombie. 8 points of damage. Definitely a problem when you're at 8 life. Snapcaster can stop one of them. Delay this for a turn. So 3 zombies to handle here. Golgari Thug hardcast out of hand. Don't know if that's a good or bad play. Either way, that's going to do it. So we are going to see Dredge moving on to the top 4. That's all for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please help grow the channel by subscribing. You'll be notified when we upload new videos like Fast Effect, Double Speed Magic with commentary, or Untapped, our raw tournament gameplay. Thanks for watching.